Imagine getting in your car, pulling out a paper map, unfolding it across your steering wheel, and spending 10 minutes tracing your route with your finger. You're driving somewhere 15 minutes away, a place you've been dozens of times. That sounds ridiculous, right? But that is what refusing to use AI looks like. You have a tool that you can scan the road ahead, spot problems you can't see yet, and suggest a better path. You just have to open it. And just like Google Maps, you're still the one driving. Hi, my name is Chip. I'm a qualified financial advisor based in Southeast Asia. I work with busy professionals who don't want to spend extra time worrying about their finances or who are looking for ways to make smarter decisions with the time they have. I've been doing this for close to a decade and I use AI every single day now. I know my job, AI, makes me better at it. But I talk to people all the time who tell me they don't trust AI. They don't see the point. They think it's overhyped or just a trend that will pass. I get it. It's new, it feels uncertain. There's a lot of noise. But the cost of ignoring it isn't dramatic, it's quiet. It's the research that takes an hour instead of 10 minutes. It's the angle you never consider because you didn't have a second perspective. Let me show you what I mean with a real example from my own work. When I'm building an investment portfolio for a client, I have a specific set of constraints. Their tax situation, the countries involved, the regulation in each jurisdiction, the risk profile, the timeline. I've done this hundreds of times. But here's what I do now. I describe exactly what I'm looking for to an AI, the specifics, the constraints, the kind of instruments I'm considering. And then AI goes out there, scatter across the internet, and comes back with the data. I treat that data as a starting point, not the answer. I check it, I challenge it, I compare it against what I already know. Sometimes the AI confirms exactly what I was thinking. Good, that's reassurance. Sometimes it just surfaces something I haven't considered, even better. Also, sometimes it's flat out wrong. But even when it's wrong, it saved me time because I eliminated a dead end in 2 minutes instead of 20. Before AI, that research phase meant I was the one doing all the scanning and the analysis. Now I get to skip straight to the part where my expertise actually matter, making the decision. That's what I mean when I say AI gives you a better frame. It clears all the noise so you can focus on your actual job. Now think about Google Maps again. Every time I get in my car, even when I'm driving somewhere I know perfectly well, I open Google Maps every single time. Why? Because sometimes there is a traffic ahead that I can't see. Sometimes a road is blocked, and sometimes there is a faster route I wouldn't have taken on my own. Maps give me information I didn't have, and then I decide what to do with it. It's my choice whether I follow what Maps suggest or stick with a route I already know. Maps doesn't drive for me, it gives me a better information so I can make a better decision about where to steer. AI works exactly the same way. You bring your expertise, your judgment, your knowledge on your field. AI brings a wider scan. It looks at things you don't have time to look at. It surfaces patterns you might have missed. It gives you a different angle on something you've been staring at for far too long. Most people think AI is for people who don't know what they're doing. It's the opposite. The people who get the most out of AI are the ones who already know their field deeply because they know what questions to ask. They know how to evaluate the answers and they know when the AI is flat wrong. That's like saying Google Maps is only successful for people who don't know how to drive. No, it's most useful for the drivers who already know exactly where they're going but just want to get smarter decisions along the way. The key is you don't have to follow it blindly. You wouldn't stare at your phone screen while driving the car and ignore the road in front of you completely. That would be very dangerous. Same with AI. You check the output, you verify the data, you apply your own expertise on top of it. But refusing to use it at all? That's the paper map, remember? That's choosing a slower, more limited tool because the better one feels unfamiliar. So, if you've been on the fence about AI, here's how I frame it. Think of AI as something that sharpens you. It gives you a better starting point, a wider view, a second perspective that costs you nothing but a few minutes. The absolute worst that happens is AI confirms what you already know. You lose nothing. You gain confidence that your approach was the correct one. That's an upgrade. So stop unfolding the paper map, open the app, you're still the one driving. By the way, if you're an expat professional and you want practical insight a week on managing your money across borders, I write a free weekly newsletter called the Expat Edge. Over 2,600 professionals already read it. Link in the description. And if the video changed how you think about AI even a little, share it with someone who's still reaching for the paper map.